Howdy folks, Mike here from Ironheart City 17, and welcome to part 2 of my Project Bruticus review. This is Transformers Combiner Wars Brawl. And gotta admit, this guy's kind of my least favorite. I wanted to open them from least favorite to most favorite of the limbs. This guy's got some problems here and there. But here we have the vehicle mode. Now yes, this guy was on my check sheet of figures to review. So, here's the check sheet. I've already covered Onslaught. That video's in the link to that is in the description. And we're on Brawl. I promised Swindle that'll be next week. So I'm thinking I'll do 2 videos a week. So, back to Brawl. Regression over. Back to Brawl. I don't know what kind of tank he is, but I do know he's a tank. And he comes with 2 weapons. The typical combiner port. And his gun here that acts as the tank turret. It is really his little pistol. So, transformation. This guy is probably one of the more complex for the Combiner Wars limb figures. We'll put the gun off to the side. To start, actually, we'll put the combiner port off to the side. Alright. To start, pop the gun out from inside the tank turret. Gently, so you don't break the thing. Come on, Brawl. Give up your gun. There's a good shot of his pistol. So once that is removed, he does transform by pulling the rear half of the tank down. And this half right here that's exposed form the legs. There's the combiner port. More on that later. Fold the legs all the way down, and this is another instance like Onslaught here, where the hinge slash peg system. So once you've got it extended like this, collapse it back up and peg it in to these 2 pegs. The bigger one, a big one, and a small one, like so. This side can be a little fiddly, like so. Next, you want to spin the entire bottom half of the figure around 180 degrees. Next, you want to come up to the top of the tank and unpeg it and fold down this. Excuse me. Again, I'm going through allergy syndrome. And pop up the head. And there we go. And there we go. Brawl in robot mode is kind of boring, I have to say. That's not to say he's bad, that you shouldn't pick him up. I mean, he's got his positive points, like he holds his gun with no problem. And he does not suffer from no real hand syndrome, like Rook. This figure on the other hand, has actual hands. So, yeah. Now, I did not show this off, but this bit can go on the back, like his twin cannons. I'll show that at the end. Now, posability. Not too bad. The head is on a ball joint and is nicely movable. The shoulders are on a swivel and a hinge for in and out. Ball joint at the elbow. Ball joint at the elbow. No hand articulation. He's got this joint, which doesn't serve much. No, yes, torso articulation, but it goes this way rather than that way. Which is strange. Ball joint in the hip, thigh swivel, and a bending knee. And, oh yes, did I mention he has an ankle tilt? Yes, he does. So, you can get some pretty awesome poses out of this thing, like pointing and shooting. Now, there is this pretty common pose that a fellow reviewer of mine did, called the Iron Man pose. I forgot how that what that looked like. So if anybody could get a picture of that and forward that to me, that would be very nice. Like I'm not getting. So I mean, this was what it was, but he is pretty posable. Limb mode, and I've only got 5 minutes, and I've only got a few minutes left to do this. Like 8 minutes left. Let's do an arm first. Move the gun. Combine the legs together. Brawl's the second easiest by far. Actually, I take that back. He is the easiest. I'll do that for this. For this bit. Fold the arms straight up, and there are these little pegs that peg into the side of his big chest. Love the little grenade launchers. And fold up the arms. Put back the head. We're pretty... Oh, put that up to cover where his head was originally. Brawl wasn't futzing with me. Sadly, he is. That up. Take this. Pull out the hand. And make sure the thumb is in the right place. So this thing will form the fist. And I'm actually very happy with these fists. I mean, these are good quality plastic. So, take the fist, and actually, I want to say this real fast, because this is the first limb. Any of these combiner ports can become hands or feet. So take his fist and plug it in to his port. Finally, pop out the combiner port. There we go. overall, I like the arm mode. It's not bad, but it's not great either. It's not perfect. I mean, I'll discuss this more during my Bruticus review, which is coming up in about a few weeks. So continuing on, leg mode. Got 5 minutes left. Flatten that out. So flatten that out. Oh, actually, sorry, combiner port. You actually need to have. You're actually gonna serve one last purpose. That is the leg component. Now you can have the leg one of two ways specifically, like that. So he has a frontward moving, but some forward movement, or so he has a double knee. My preference: collapse the treads. I mean, collapse the legs. You should have seen little old Ironhide City 17 when he said, "Ooh, I need to get that to finish Project Bruticus." So here we go. It's got its leg mode. Leg mode is so here we have leg mode. It's actually pretty good. I mean, it looks like he does in the G1 series, which I think that's what they're going for. Overall, I like Brawl. He's a good figure, but he does have a few issues. So, yeah. So yes, I will be adding this one to the Bruticus collection, and then I'll have a group video coming up in a few weeks. So, and now I'm going to show the dual cannons. Take the hand / foot, make it like that, ignore my brother, and there's this peg right here. Peg the dual cannon onto the back here. I do believe Swindle could do the dual cannon look. If I'm wrong, post a comment. So, here's the dual cannon mode. There's the dual cannons. Anyway. So, would I recommend this thing? Only if you're a completist. Actually, I take that back. Would I recommend this? Yes. Overall, the positives, I say this is good. Especially if you're looking to build Bruticus. Next, I'm doing Combiner Wars Swindle. Until then, till all are one.